Yo, what's up guys? So with Season of Discovery being announced and my channel being a very paladin focused channel, it only seems fitting that I go over the runes that we know are going to be in the level 25 meta. I'll be focusing on Rep Paladin for PvE and PvP because that's what I main, but as I talk about each rune, I'll give my thoughts on what they could be used for since you can switch them out in between combat. I'll also post a picture of this thing down below. I got it from a channel called Ebb and Flow. He made a really good video just going over like all the runes. Today I'm just talking about Paladin. Alright, I'm just going to start from the top. The first skill is a Horn of Lordaeron. The Paladin blows the Horn of Lordaeron, which increases total strength and agility of all party members within 30 yards by 17, lasts 2 minutes, exclusive with Blessing of Might. So I think that means you have to have Blessing of Might on yourself to get the buff, but I'm not 100% sure. So this would probably be good for like the tank, or maybe even a Rep Paladin, like have one of the Rep Paladins switch into this. Could be good. Aegis increases your block value by 30% in damaging melee and ranged attacks against you. Have a 10% chance to increase your chance to block by 30%. Lasts 10 seconds or 5 blocks. Effect not cumulative with readout. So it doesn't stack with readout, it seems like. Seal of Martyrdom. This is basically the Seal of Blood or Seal of Martyr, whatever you want to call it. Fills you with Holy Spirit for 30 seconds, causing each of your melee attacks to deal 30% weapon damage to up to 3 nearby targets. But you lose health equal to 10% of the damage inflicted. While this seal is active, your party members within 40 yards each gain mana equal to 2% of all damage you take. Unleashing the seal's energy will judge an enemy, instantly causing 70% weapon damage at the cost of health equal to 10% of the damage inflicted. So this is your big Rep Paladin move, I feel like. And like Divine Storm, yeah, everyone knows what Divine Storm is. Instant weapon attack that causes 110% of weapon damage to up to 4 enemies within 8 yards. The Divine Storm heals up to 3 party members, or up to 3 party or raid members, totaling 25% of damage caused. So, right away as a Rep Paladin, Seal of Martyrdom is like the go-to. And for single target boss fights, I could see Horn of Lordaeron also being very good. Aegis, Prop Paladin stuff. Divine Storm just kind of gets overshadowed by Seal of Martyrdom and Horn of Lordaeron, in my opinion. These just seem the most useful in PvE and in PvP for, well, Seal of Martyrdom anyways, I think is just, you're going to be able to Seal Twist almost like you could in TVC now. So I think it's going to be big. Especially like since it's deal 30% of weapon damage, so this doesn't count as holy damage. So it's going to put a lot more importance on just stacking strength and attack power. But I mean, it's gearing's basically going to be the same. But if you have really high weapon damage, it's going to be, you're going to have some fat Seal of Martyrdoms. All right, let's move on to the legs. All right, so for the legs, we got Rebuke. It interrupts spellcasting and prevents any spell in that school from being cast for 2 seconds. Honestly, kicks are good. Exorcist. Exorcism can now be cast to any target and has a 100% increased critical strike chance against undead and demons. Honestly, in PvE, I think Exorcist is the way to go. Just gives you more damage in general. And then being able to crit 100% against undead and demons, big. Avenger's Shield hurls a holy shield at the enemy, dealing 165 to 197 holy damage, dazing them, and then jumping to additional nearby enemies, affecting 3 total targets, last 10 seconds. Inspiration Exemplar. Your inspiring presence periodically dispels fear and sleep effects on nearby party members. This is probably good for like a healer. I don't know. I feel like they're going to just choose Divine Sack though. 30% of all damage taken by party members within 30 yards is redirected to the Paladin for 10 seconds. Damage, which reduces the Paladin below 20% health, will break the effect and grant the Paladin 10% increased damage and healing done for 10 seconds. Holy Paladins, this is going to be big. Like in PvP specifically, if you're getting focused, you drop below 20%. Increases your heals, and if you need to go offensive with this, you can. It gives you 10% extra damage, but also just having a second sacrifice is big. Like as a healer, you're going to be getting like sapped and sheeped a lot, and if you can keep this sack on someone and then a sack on someone else, it's just more uptime on sacrifice. Avenger's Shield. So For me, as a rep paladin, I think the three big ones, I guess, is Rebuke. Having a kick is nice. Avenger's Shield could actually be useful in PvP. When people are trying to kite you and you can hit them with this, it slows them, which allows you to kind of close the gap. So honestly, Avenger's Shield is going to be huge for even rep paladin. It's going to be crazy. And then Exorcist, if you just want to go full damage, I mean, it could be good in PvP, but this is more, I think more so, Exorcist is for PvE, ret. Just having another damage move is big. Alright, let's move on to the hands. Hand of Reckoning, that's your taunt. I don't really feel like reading the whole thing, but increases a Righteous Fury to 80%. Basically makes, you know, your tanking abilities better. But yeah, so if you're a tank, you get Hand of Reckoning, Crusader Strike, an instant strike that causes 75% weapon damage and regenerates 2% of your maximum mana. I mean, that's the rep paladin move right there. And then Beacon of Light. Target becomes a beacon of light to all members of your party or raid within a 60-yard radius. Any heals you cast on party or raid members will also heal the beacon for 100% of the amount healed. So basically what it does is you put it on someone and you can heal anyone else, and it heals the beacon of light target also. So it allows you to just multi-heal as a paladin. You can heal one guy and it heals this guy too for the same exact amount. So, I mean, that's a no-brainer. For PvE and PvP, as an H-Pal, you just go with this. Alright, so for PvE, you just do Seal of Martyrdom, because that's like you can Seal Twist, and it gives you Cleave with that 30% weapon damage to up to 3 nearby targets. And then for single target, you could switch into Horn of Lordaeron. If it's a single target, like boss fight, you can use that and buff your melee. And then for legs, you go Exorcist all the way for PvE, because there's more damage, you want the damage output, and then Crusader Strike. And then for PvP, Seal Martyrdom, no questions, just you want to be able to Seal Twist. I wouldn't use anything else. So yeah, Seal Martyrdom for the chest. The legs, you can use Rebuke or Avenger's Shield. So Rebuke, having a kick is really nice, because it allows you to kick caster and then kill him probably. And then Avenger's Shield is also very nice, because you don't really have a gap closer as a paladin, so how do you close the gap? If you can get an Avenger's Shield off on a few targets, none of them are going to get away from you. You can just go up to them and, yeah, just really good. You could even use Divine Sacrifice, but since Sac isn't on a cooldown, I don't think you really need this as a rep paladin. So you just go Avenger's Shield or Rebuke for legs for PvP, and then obviously Crusader Strike. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel, let me know your thoughts on Season of Discovery and the Paladin Runes. I stream every Monday and Friday, most Mondays and Fridays, over on Twitch. Go subscribe to my Twitch channel, and sometimes we'll catch the multi-stream here on this channel. That's pretty much all I got. Bye.